Gabriella. That's natural. I'm just sorry that you resorted to something so dangerous. I'm going to open a full investigation into what happened. I expect your full cooperation.
I'll do anything.
If you're fine to stay here, I'll bring your parents in when they arrive.
You've called them?
Sonia's doing it now. Is there a problem?
No.
I want to see Shazney Montrose, Lenny, and Lisa Brown. Tell me what they saw exactly.
They've already said they didn't see anything. It's Casey's word against Gabby's. Surely it's a foregone conclusion.
This isn't a witch hunt, Nikki.
Gabriella's a borderline sociopath.
Rein it in. You're close to Casey. Maybe too close. And the news about Vix won't help.
This has got nothing to do with Vix.
Fine. But you're accusing Gabriella of attempted murder. The police waiting in is the last thing we need.
Here we go, the PR spin.
We should be helping Gabriella, not condemning her. I'm head now. What I say goes. So drop this. Okay?
Okay. Acting. You're acting head, Simon. Remember that.
Right, the Brown twins. Have you sent for them?
But Nikki said...
I don't care what Nikki said. Mrs. Barry, have you finished shouting at her? I wasn't shouting at her. How's Casey?
Well, her future's down the Swan, do you think?
I'm truly sorry, but there was nothing we could do about it.
Have you kicked out that little rat yet?
We don't have the evidence to lay the blame on Gabriella. What happened was just an unfortunate accident.
You know, Christine may have been half cut, but she was twice the head that you are.
Can we sort this out now? Miss Walk, I'll be with you in a second. Carol, can you please just leave?
She's paying you off now, is she?
No, she's not. I have no idea what's happening here.
I'll take Gabriella now. We'll find a new school. How much is this to all go away?
Miss Walk, that's completely unethical.
10 grand. I'll take 10 grand for starters, and that'll stop me going to the cop shop. Then we can discuss a settlement for Casey.
Who are you?
Your new nightmare. Checks payable to Carol Barry.
Now it all makes sense.
You what?
Did your daughter hurl herself off the wall on purpose?
Mrs. Walk!
No, your sorry excuse for a daughter tried to kill mine. She's a cruel, spiteful little cow. Take after you, does she?
The police have reduced your charge from assault to criminal damage to uniform, which you've paid a fine for. You verbally resigned last week, and we of course accept.
I hope that you will take my cooperation into consideration.
We will, but you must understand that you may be struck off and unable to teach again.
It's due process. I do understand, but I'm a good teacher. You were drunk in school. I lapsed. You put our pupils at risk. Will you let me speak? I've worked hard to make Waterloo Road a school where pupils, difficult pupils, can get a second and third chance. So I'm asking the same of you. I have a problem with alcohol, but I'm getting help. What I did won't ever happen again. You've been in recovery before. You know I have. My addiction and the pressure of being head broke me. But that doesn't mean I can't run a classroom. I would love to teach English at Waterloo Road. But if that's not possible, then a post at another school would be a chance for me to redeem myself.
We have a few more questions to ask. Who'd like to go first?
Casey wouldn't make up something like this. Admit what happened and we can all move on.
I've told you.
You have to tell the police then.
Everyone's given you the benefit of the doubt. A stack of second chances and you've thrown them in our faces. It's time to say sorry. Sorry to Casey. Sorry to Mr. Reed and sorry to me.
I'm sorry. Sorry that your relationship is so flimsy that a 17-year-old schoolgirl can destroy it. I'm so sorry. That's what this is about.
Ridiculous.
You're blaming me for your sad little life going off peak.
Shut up!
Make me.
I wanted her to tell the truth, but I didn't touch her.
I saw you.
You think I hurt her? Simon, Gabriella set me up. Yes, I was angry, but I'd never do something like that.
Look, Dickie, I've got Mrs. Walk in my office. I'm going to have to explain what's happened.
She knows what Gabriella is like. She's caused mayhem at every school she's ever attended.
Take the rest of the day off.
No way.
Can you just for once do as you're told?
Going home would be an admission of guilt. I never touched her. So I'm going back to my classroom, and you need to get Gabriella to tell the truth.
Have you seen Gabriella?
No?
I've lost her. Gabriella is claiming that Nikki hit her. I walked in. I think...
She did it.
I don't know. Maybe. But I have Miss Walk in my office. I'm not sure I can do this.
Hey, what's resilience education taught you this term? Anyone can do anything. You're acting head. Next time you get to be head teacher. It's your test, darling.
You're right.
I always am. I'm going to say goodbye to Vix. When I get back, I expect to see a smile. Okay?
Okay.
See you next term, miss.
And you?
You hear anything about Miss Mulgrew? They giving her the boot?
Shouldn't you be going to your next lesson? Can you wait outside for a minute, please?
I don't have much time to hang around. I heard you had a bit of trouble.
Sue.
She said that vicious little blonde had struck again.
She's determined to ruin my career.
But don't give her the satisfaction.
Easier said than done.
Just walk away. I've got this really great apartment in Berlin. It's only got one bedroom, but I thought we'd be okay.
After everything I've done.
But I still care for you. I can't just flick the switch.
I cheated on you.
If it didn't rip my heart out every time I thought about you, I wouldn't be here now.
You could find somebody in Berlin. Somebody better than me.
I've got a thing about Angela Merkel, but I think she's taken.
So we now have two cases of your word being put into question. Firstly by Casey and secondly by Miss Boston.
I don't know what to say. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Nobody believes me, do they?
I believe you. It's a bit stuffy in here, don't you think? Fancy a walk? Where are we going? Just for a walk. Been stuck in the bottom twice today, I couldn't handle it again. Oh. I'm still going to tear it down, you know. Before Mr. Byrne made a success of it. I guess they might know after what I've done. Maybe. I came here for a fresh start. My old school saw through me, so I came somewhere where nobody knew me. But day one, I started lying. Just like you did.
When we lie as much as we do, I think we end up believing our lies.
Miss Boston did attack me, and I didn't touch Casey.
I'm a drunk, Gabby. I think you know that. Seems everybody does. When Connor was little, we lived by a pub. I put him to bed, and I closed the curtains. He had jungle ones, with tigers on. You know the type? Well, I put him to bed, and then I'd sneak out for a drink. I'd come back drunk. I'd kiss him before passing out, and I was sure he didn't know. But one evening I came home, and I found those curtains open. He'd forgotten to shut them. He sat in the window waiting for me. Now he was pretending to be asleep. I kissed him, and then I went out and cried my guts out. It was a wake-up call. I stayed sober for a year after. Lying to others is cruel, but lying to yourself is far worse. You're a clever girl. You've got a bright future. I'm positive about that. But you can't if you're not honest with yourself.
But I'll get in trouble. Daddy doesn't care. And Mum, she'll send me away.
They're still hurting about your sister. Maybe, if you're honest with them, then maybe they might surprise you.
When you lie as much as we do, I think you end up believing your own lies.
Miss Boston did attack me, and I didn't touch Casey.
I'm a drunk, Gabby. I think you know that. It seems everyone does. When Connor was little, we lived by a pub. I put him to bed and closed the curtains. He had jungle ones with tigers on, you know the type? I'd close the curtains and then I'd sneak out for a drink. Come back drunk. Give him a kiss before passing out. I was sure he didn't know. But one night I came back to find those curtains were open. He'd forgotten to close them. He'd been sat by the window, waiting for me to come home, and now he was pretending to be asleep. So I kissed him and then I went and cried my guts out. It was a wake-up call. I stayed sober for a year after that. Lying to other people is cruel. But lying to yourself, that's worse. You're a clever girl with a bright future, I'm positive about that. But you can't if you won't be honest with yourself.
But I'll get in trouble. Daddy doesn't care. And Mum, she'll send me away.
You're still hurting over your sister. Maybe if you're honest with them, maybe they'll surprise you.